We got to talk a little bit about baseball.
Hey,
Baseball playoffs started today. It's October 1st. Max, you know it was October today?
it snuck up on me pretty damn quick, Go Breezy. Oh my goodness, I can't. I gotta love baseball. The baseball playoffs. This is the one time a year I really enjoy watching it. So, you said it started tonight?
Started today. Already got
Today?
games done.
Oh my
Two
God!
games
Well,
are done.
I've been busy. I had no idea. I haven't watched any sports today, Go Breezy. Oh my goodness, where have I been? Who won? You got well. Let.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it, boys. Well, you got one more game going on, just started, so you can get that on after we get out of here, maybe. But let's talk about the playoff bracket here, Max. This year, there were no 100 win teams in the
Wow.
MLB for the first time in a decade. So this is truly a toss up. Truly a toss up. There's no dominant teams out here. Let's start with the AL, the American League. The one seed, the New York Yankees, the AL East champions. They won 94 games. They returned to the postseason this year after missing last year, which snapped a 6-year postseason streak. So they had six straight, missed last year, back in it. Two seed, a team that you've been high on all year, Max, the Cleveland Guardians. 92 wins this year. Second straight playoff berth and have been to the postseason 6 of the last 8 years. 6 of the last 8 years for the Guardians.
Wow.
Let's look at these wild card matchups in the AL. The 3 seed were the Orioles of Baltimore. They won 91 games, one back at Cleveland. They're playing the Royals of Kansas City. They won 86 games. Baltimore has back-to-back postseason berths for the first time in 27 years. Back-to-back for the first time in 27 years. And the Royals, this is their first postseason trip since their 2015 World Series win. So
Wow.
big drought there. Big drought.
Wow.
The Orioles won this season series 4-2 over the Royals. They have home field advantage. Max, you going Orioles or Royals?
Ooh, I love this young Royals team. But the thing that is going to be the dictator on this, it's the pitching. It's the pitching. Oreos, they got pitching, man. You already know they got Corbin Burns. They made a big trade in Zach Eflin. Eflin's good. All right. Solid. Like, he's not like, he's a guy that can give you 13 to 15 wins every single year, under 4 ERA. Very solid player. But you have the ace in Corbin Burns. I'm gonna go the Oreos. Also with Gunnar Henderson being top MVP candidate. I know Kansas City's got Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt's coming, everybody.
Sure.
He already has come. He'll be up there for MVP in years to come. But it's gonna be a fun series. Like you said, it's toss up. All these are gonna be toss ups. But I'm going the Oreos, Cole Breezy. What do you got?
I gotta agree with you. Bobby Witt Jr., yeah, heck of a season. But Gunnar Henderson, one of the young up and coming stars of this league, no doubt about it. And Corbin Burns, one of my guys, definitely. I'm going Orioles with you. Solid team. Only 5 wins differentiate these two teams throughout the season, 91 and 86. So this is a true toss up.
Yeah.
Even more of a toss up. The other AL wildcard matchup, the Astros of Houston are in there. They won their 4th straight divisional title and 8 straight postseason berths. 8 straight for the Astros. My goodness. They're playing the Detroit Tigers.
Wow. I cannot believe
goodness.
3 AL Central teams have made it. 3 Central
Yeah.
teams?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. And it wouldn't have been the Tigers if we would have predicted. It would have been the Twins, not the Tigers.
Yeah. Yep.
This is the Tigers' first trip to the playoffs since 2014. It's been a decade. Houston won this season series over the Tigers 4-2. Max, you going Astros or Tigers in this wild card matchup?
I can't believe Detroit made it. Okay, they traded away Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty is an ace now on the Dodgers. And yet they still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. They're red hot, but you got to go Houston. You got to go Houston on this with the experience. They got an MVP caliber player in Yordan Alvarez. Jose Altuve. Some of all these other names. They got a hell of a pitching staff while they're at it. I don't even know who is pitching for Detroit. Who is their ace? I have no idea.
I'll bring him up to you right now.
Okay.
Tariq Skubal.
Scooble. Thank you. Yes. Scooble. Man, just think if Jack Flaherty was there too. Scooble and Flaherty.
Oh man.
My goodness. I might have flipped. I might have flipped with that.
Max, I might surprise you here. I got an upset. I'm going Tigers. I'm going Tigers in this one. Listen to this. On August 10th, The Tigers were 55 and 63. Solid for the Tigers, but nobody expected a wild card. Since August 10th, they're 31 and 12. The best
Wow,
in the
red
major
hot.
leagues, the best, the hottest team in baseball is the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, okay.
So Rick Skubal led the American League with 18 wins, a 2.39 ERA, and 228 strikeouts.
Ooh.
This was the American League's first pitching triple crown since Justin Verlander in 2011. Pitching triple crown here for Skubal.
Wow.
So I got the Tigers moving on. You got the Astros. Next round, Orioles, Guardians quickly. Who you got there? Orioles, Guardians, 2-3 matchup.
Oh man, I really like the Guardians. I really like the Guardians. I think they have the most elite closer in the game in Emmanuel Clase. They got some big time bats in Josh Naylor. For some reason, I'm not. Other things aren't popping to my name, but popping up. They got
Ramirez.
Thank you, Jose Ramirez, Andres Jimenez, also very solid. They're a great team. They're a great all-around team. I am going with the Guardians on this one.
I'm going off you again, Max. I think Baltimore gets some momentum. Cleveland gets rusty sitting this week. Baltimore moves on to the AL final. In the other second round matchup, I've got the Yankees and the Tigers. Damn it, I want to take the Tigers, but no way. No way they're taking down the Yankees. But I want to shout out AJ Hinch. Max, you know AJ Hinch?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He was the Astros manager from 2015 through 2019, the 2017 World Series champions. He's really got his mojo on the Tigers. He's really got his vibrato, his mojo is really rubbing off on his guys. I just want to shout out AJ Hinch.
You don't want to bring up his cheating scandal? You don't want to bring that up, Cole Breezy?
We don't know if he was a part
He
of it.
cheated
We don't know.
100%. He got
Was
suspended.
he banging?
He got
Was he
suspended
banging?
1 full year from it.
Sure,
He
and
cheated.
fired.
He's a cheater.
Suspended and fired, sure. But I don't know. Not everybody was involved with that. Not everybody was involved with that. I don't know what he had to do with it or not. But damn it, he's got the Detroit Tigers in the playoffs for the first time in a decade. I got taking down the Astros, but not the Yankees. Who do you have in your other matchup, Max?
Yankees.
The Astros and Yankees.
Oh, do you mean Detroit and the Yankees? Or
You picked the Astros over the Tigers. So you
Yeah.
got the Astros and Yankees.
Oh, okay. Well, what about the? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. For some reason, the picture that I have up here is wrong. If you can see, so I'm getting all mixed up. I'm going Yankees. I think it's a great matchup, but yeah, with Aaron Judge, man, they got some pop, man. They got some pop, and especially in the two baby ballparks they're going to play in. Two baby ballparks. Aaron Judge is going to hit 5 home runs.
Him and Juan Soto for sure.
Juan Soto too. Yeah.
I got the Yankees, Orioles, AL final here, a AL East matchup. I got the Yankees moving on the World Series. Who you got?
I also got the Yankees. Yankees. I do
damn
have
it.
the Guardians. Yankees versus the Guardians, but it's just the bats. Again, anyone could be in this series, but I'm gonna take the top team right now in the Yankees.
So we both got the Yankees moving on to the World Series. Let's look at the National League here, Max. The LA Dodgers with the 98 wins, the most in the major leagues this year. They're the 1 seed. 12 straight playoff appearances for these Dodgers. 11 of the last 12, they won the division. Second seed, the Phillies. We've been on them all year, 95 wins. Went from 2011 through 2022 without making the playoffs. A big drought there, but now they've had 3 straight playoff bursts, and it's their first divisional title in 13 years. So I wouldn't have guessed that. They haven't won a division in 13 years. I would not have guessed that.
No.
3-6 matchup in the NL. We got the Brewers with 93 wins. They made the playoffs 6 of the last 7 years. Pretty impressive. They're playing the 6-seeded Mets, 89 wins. This is only the Mets' 5th playoff appearance since 2000. Not a lot of time there. The Brewers won the season series here 5-1. I'm not going to make this long. I got the Brewers, the NL Central champions, taking down the Mets. Not enough pitching for the Mets. I'm going Brewers. Moving on.
Yeah, I could also see you, but you know what? I'll go with the upset. I am gonna go with the Mets. The Mets had to heat up towards the end of the season. I will never forget when at the beginning of the year, I was seeing like these analysts talk about, oh, it's just that kind of year for the Mets. It's that kind of year. That I think they just released a pitcher because he had an attitude problem. This is like the very beginning of the season, and then also at the trade deadline, Francisco Lindor and some of the other guys were saying, buy. Okay, we have a good
Yeah.
team. Buy.
Yeah.
Do not sell us. We're going to make the playoffs. And Francisco Lindor is having an MVP caliber season. If you want to check out his stats, he had a great year. I got the Mets moving on to take on. Is it the Phillies or is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
the
All right.
Phillies.
All right. Got it. All
Yeah, I like the polar bear there. Definitely a
right.
good combo. The 4-5 matchup in the NL got the Padres with 93 wins. This is only their eighth postseason berth in franchise history for the Padres, but three in the last 5 years. They're playing the five-seeded Braves, 89 wins. That was a heck of a doubleheader yesterday against the
Yeah.
Mets. They had to win that next one. This is seven straight postseason berths for the Braves. Seven straight. That's a lot. I think that matters. Seven straight for the Braves, where the Padres have only been there 8 times ever. I'm going Braves with a 5-over-4 upset.
I completely agree. I got the Braves. I think the Braves pitching staff is great with Max Fried as that ace, and then you already know some of their bats are Matt Olson. Who's the third
Ozzy
baseman?
Albies,
Ozzy Albies, the third baseman.
Marcelo Zuna,
My goodness,
very very big, even
okay.
without Ronald Acuna Jr.
How about that? Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on here, we both have the Braves taking on the Dodgers. Max, I got the Dodgers. That lineup. I did mention we went to see Otani and the Dodgers here on Saturday. Otani, he had 2 solid hits. We saw him stole his 58th base.
There he's going. He's going.
Teoscar Hernandez came up in the 5th inning, had a 3-run shot, freaking out of there.
Look out. Look out. Strong. Same place to all of them. That's it. This guy has a trophy tonight.
I like the Dodgers to move on past the Braves. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's back. He's looking solid. So I like the Dodgers to move on past the Braves.
I agree. I think the Dodgers are just it's an all-star team. The Yankees and the Dodgers are just all-star teams. I always say the Dodgers are the Yankees of the NL. All right, this is how they are. They always have the most wins. But this year they really, really have a good team, especially when the best player in the world. It's hard to say no.
That lineup with Otani, Mookie, and Freeman, my goodness, that's tough. Is that the best three? That might be the best three right there, man.
I mean, it would be Judge, Soto, and who's the other? There's got to be one more. Compared to Freddie Freeman, I don't think so. I don't think so.
In the second round matchup here, other one, I have the Brewers taking on the Phillies. I got the Phillies moving on with that 3-headed monster on the mound. We want to talk about a big three. Phillies might have the best big three with Nola, Wheeler, and your guy. Remind me.
Well, I had Wheeler.
Who's the
Ranger
third guy?
Suarez?
Suarez, yep. That might be the best big three on the mound. I got the Phillies taking on the Brewers. You got Phillies or the Mets moving on?
I got the Phillies. It's the pitching staff for sure. And also their bats, man. Bryce Harper, come on. Come on.
All right, so we both have Dodgers, Phillies there in the NL final. This is what we've been wanting to see. This is what we've been talking about all year. And I don't think I want to pick the Dodgers. I do. But I don't think the pitching staff is going to get it done, Max. I don't think the pitchers are there. We know we need pitching in October. We know we need pitching in October. I got the Phillies moving on, playing the Yankees in the World Series. You agree or disagree?
I also got the Phillies, go Brazy. I also got the Phillies. I mean, it's so funny because I lived in LA for a long time, 8 years. Okay, I lived for 8 years, and I'm going to tell you right now, the 1 year that the Dodgers decided to make the World Series and win the World Series, I should say, was when they won. It was a 60-game season back in 2020. All right, let's add an extra 100 games there, and then maybe it would have been a different story. Phillies have it all. All right, they have it all. They have the bats, they have the pitching, and they have a bullpen. So I got the Phillies taking on the Yankees.
Same World Series matchup for us both. It's crazy how that happens a lot of times, but I'm going Yankees to win the World Series this year. They're due for one, Max. They're due for one. Only one World Series title since 2000.
Wow.
One World Series title since 2000. That was in 2009. They're due for one.
Wow.
Garrett Cole coming back. Luis Hill on the mound. I like him.
Yeah.
Carlos Rodon. And yeah, Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. That's a power punch right there. That's a power punch. I got the Yankees hanging a banner this year.
I like it, but I'm going the other way, Cole Breezy.
Nice.
I am going the
Nice.
Phillies, the three-headed monster. You got Bryce Harper with Trey Turner. It's going to be a fun World Series. Okay, I hope this is the one that we see. It's going to be a good time, everyone. Put it on your screens. Put all these playoffs on the. I completely forgot it even started today. I've been so damn busy. I didn't even know the game started. Cole Breezy, can you at least tell me who won today? Damn it.
I'll pull them up. The Tigers pulled off the upset game one.
Oh.
Okay. The I gotta refresh this because the Mets and Brewers did go final. I believe the Mets took the Brewers down, and the Royals won in Baltimore. So all three upsets. All three upsets.
Ooh.
And the Padres are beating the Braves 2-0 in the top of two right now.
Okay. Okay.